Well, it seems that in order for this pastor to keep preaching to the flock, you're going to have to buy him a watch. Let's talk on the mic. Hello, hello, good people. This is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker, coming back at you live once again from the Lone Star State with another edition of the Media Mike Speaks. All right, good people, it is 54 minutes past the hour, and yes, we're the voice of the everyday citizen. All right, good people, I have quite a few stories that have been coming my way, and I will get to them. So tonight will probably be a double header. So I'm going to probably do another story right after this on the Lancaster shooting. So bear with me. But anyway, one of my subscribers sent me this story here, and I've been seeing it buzzing around on the web. And I do have my thoughts about this. Now, I've done other videos regarding, pastors and such, TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Joel Osteen, it's a lot of them out there. These are, mega church pastors, so hey, they do what they do. It is what it is on that. So, and trust me, I'm not one to hate on that. So we just had the one in New York that subsequently or supposedly got robbed during his congregation with all the jewelry. So it must be open season, I guess, on pastors. But anyway, but let's get to this guy here. This guy from KC, Missouri. So I guess he feels a little slighted. Pastor Thunderberg is his name. So he calls himself calling out his congregation and going on a rant about being, how his congregation is busted and disgusted. I don't know, just is anyway. He called them the cheap sons of daughters for not honoring their pastor by buying him a Movado watch, as you saw in the thumbnail. And the quote is here: "I don't want to hear no more excuses about what you can't afford." Okay, I guess people don't have control over their own lives and their own bills. You can't afford it because you don't see the value here, Thunderberg said as he pointed toward the front of his church. Y'all hear from y'all pastor, must be from the South, and Father, or Midwest actually, and Father, I'm over y'all. I'm over your cheap expressions. See, that's how I know you're still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me, unquote. Now, some churchgoers could be heard cheering for Thunderberg doing the rant. Now, you see, good people, that right there is the problem. Because I'm going to get to what I think here, in a minute. Now, the TikTok video has gone viral because, we have cell phones now, so people just hold it up and videotape everything. And let me read this to you. A KC pastor at Church of the Well, this is what was called Church of the Well, so to draw from, I guess, is under fire for calling his members broke, busted, and disgusting due to them not meeting his needs. Many took to Facebook calling him out. Good for them. I usually don't do this, one person said, but I feel very compelled to do so. A pastor from Kansas City, Missouri, literally thought it was okay to stand in front of his congregation and preach this in a sermon to his members last Sunday. And for what I know, this is how he regularly preaches and talks to them, throwing temper tantrums and all. So they are broke, busted, and disgusted because they don't get you a Movado watch. Shaking my head. This is not okay, and is one of the main reasons why my generation has strayed away from the church. Feel free to share these needs. This needs to go viral. God did not say this. Okay. Hashtag pastor, So anyway, that was from, I guess, one of the probably individuals or members that probably go to the church. And that was a good point they said about the generation. And one person says, I would have been saying, no, Pastor, I ain't got it, while clutching my coach purse leaving, one user wrote. Can we at least try to use some correct grammar? But okay, instead of cheering, they should be leaving, another user said. Now, I do like that. Now, since then, the pastor, Funderburg, has apologized, which, he's come down off of his whatever his is he was on. Now, good people, as you all may or may not know, I have my reservations with pastors. Raised in the church, yes. Saw the effery way before my time. I do believe I was around 13 when the light bulb came on. And I would just begin to listen because I was always a kid that actually, just listened, and very observant. And I kept seeing the same old thing. So after a while, it became redundant to me because I was never one of those kids who you could easily just fool, I would say, or manipulate, brainwash. Because there's always someone or a few that you can't do that to. They just are not going to, no, they're not going to be clapping and cheering all the time. They're going to say, okay, wait a minute, where are we going with this? Hold up now. But it's sad that we have a lot of people out there who somehow, in my professional opinion, still have the minds of children. And I do believe that's true for a lot of people in the world. But in so much as far as African Americans. Because we all know how the church thing came about. We do. From a slavery standpoint, we do. Yes, we do. And it just trickled down from there. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe, at this point, if you do your research, the church was a beacon of hope back in the day. It was. It was a place where, during the civil rights movement, where African Americans could go, it was a safe place where they could meet, network, do a lot of things for the community. And there was a beacon for the community. But that beacon, in my opinion, is no more. Now, do we need the church? Yes, I do believe. Do some people need the church? Yes, but not all people. Because some people are really lost out here in the world. They have no clue. And they may need that to get them through. But that's not everyone. Because when you go from to where what you feel you were taught to do versus you knowing what to do, that's a problem. Just because you were taught to do something, because you was raised to do something, and you still haven't realized you don't have to do that anymore. You can do this. I do believe a lot of individuals, especially African Americans, have the elephant in the chain mentality. And what I mean by that is, you have the elephant as a baby, you put a chain on the ankle, and then when it becomes an adult, you can remove the chain and put a rope on the ankle, and they still think it's a chain. They've got the mind it's gone. They got you in the mind. And for people to cheer that, yeah, you're right, because I do believe a lot of people really like being abused and used. And this is what this is. And it's sad. We have a lot of pastors out here like this. Don't get me wrong, it's a good hustle for people who are willing to give you that. It works. I'm just not going to contribute to it. I stopped it a long time ago. And I'd be damned if I give another man money to support his lifestyle. Gain, no gain. It's simple as that. Creflo Dollar already came out about the tithes. He's already realized, look here, man, hey, I was wrong on that. Oh, after he's rich, well, wealthy probably. But I'm just saying, people need to really get down and understand. They have not been anywhere, have not read, have not studied, have not gone to Egypt and Cairo in the library. Nope. Have not been to Turkey, have not gone to anywhere where a lot of this stuff you really find out a lot of the truth and a lot of things that were left out and not even supposed to be done this way. But however, people here, it's stuck here in America, and they go, and this is what you get. This is what you get. And it's sad that these people are cheering, go, yeah, we need to. But I understand. I know about the 501(c) tax exempt. That goes back to Constantine, the Roman emperor. So we can go back as far as we want, but we all know how this goes here. This is one of the best racket that they've ever come up with, to where everything can go in the church name and you are tax exempt. And it's the ignorance of people who keep this going, which is really sad. Because the thing is, you would have people or a person tell you what you should be doing. You should be going to church. You need to go to church. And you're doing better than they are, and they're catching the bus. That's how sad this is. The person depending on you for a ride and telling you what you need to be doing, and you are doing very well, and they're sitting up here needing a ride. But we try to shame you about your success. That's a form of mental illness, you ask me. And I do believe a lot of people up in these places are seriously mentally ill and need some help. Whatever help they can get. But that's not it. That's just really feeding the mental illness more and more. For him to stand up here and demand this lets you know he has no respect for you. Like any other pastor, bishop, whoever they are. But I'll be getting to a lot of more of these individuals later on down the line. I just want to give my rant on this. And the best advice I can give to a lot of people, don't argue with these individuals. Stay away from them. Do what you need to do to assure your success and protect your family. Stay away from them. This is the lost cause. It's hopeless, really. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of churches do a lot of good. That is true. But if you know what to do with your own life, which in that Bible, it does say that, then why are you giving somebody else your money to support their lifestyle? Anyway, until next time, this is your guy, Mr. Educator, Mr. Communicator, Mr. Free Thinker. Subscribe, share, and like to keep me rocking on the mic. Have a good night.
They'll understand you soon, it won't be long. Keep on, keep on.